thanks so much for your time.
Thanks
I understand that the company hosted a round table with media and investments and investors rather, speaking about this deal because there was quite a lot of speculation coming towards it. Talk to me about exactly what you have announced here and this deal that you have brokered here.
Well, we're very proud of what we've been able to achieve because we're breaking the mold of how most BEE deals are done in mining in South Africa, bearing in mind that we're one of a very small minority of junior mining companies in South Africa.
Right.
So we're basically having to find the route to make this work.
Okay, breaking the mold, how so?
So there's a distrust in your international investor community between your BEE shareholders and your financial investors, what are seen as the guys that pay the money and what are seen as the guys that sit at project level and just wait for returns. Now that's, it's a misnomer, it's not true. There are very good BEE investors that want to be financial investors in the business. So we found a way of making all of our investors, both our BEE investors and our financial investors, all at the same level, at the listed level.
Right. So what does that mean though? Are you talking these BEE investors are entitled to dividends? Are you talking that they're entitled to sell their shares should they wish?
So at the listed level, they've got exactly the same rights as any other listed shareholder. They can buy and sell their shares at anything. What they've done is they've been exposed to the business, they've taken a view on it, and they've taken a listing in the company to demonstrate their faith in the company and the long-term future of it. And they came in at a premium to market because they'd done the due diligence on the business, the underlying business. At the same time, we've entered into an MOU with them that they will now invest at project level. Separately, they will be investing at project level as well, and they bring in both technical and financial ability. So they are not just going to be token investors that are on the register and sitting there and having their 20%. These are people that add value to the entire business.
Sure.
So the foreigners see that value as well now.
I mean, quite a lot has been said about your BEE investors, an elite group of individuals who've got a quite extensive experience in the mining sector, so certainly not new to the trade. But are you not worried, though, about the flexibility you are giving here, given that one of the issues that mining companies have had with the mining charter and meeting the requirements, which you are now compliant by, is the fact that, shareholders sell and then afterwards you as a mining company have to top up. Are you not worried about that? And especially as, you never know, our government could move the goalposts once again.
Well, for a start, that's why they take in this demonstrable value investment at the top level. Okay. If they were to sell at the bottom level, and that's the level that you have to have Mining Charter 3 compliance, if they were to sell there, they destroy value at the top level, and then the money that they've invested now, the seed money that they've invested now, they'd lose money. And that's where the trust level comes. At project level, obviously we're going to have shareholder agreements and they'll be locked in subject to that they can only exit to other quality BEE investors, and therefore we never left unempowered or disempowered. So we're starting off understanding each other, and it's like a marriage. We've gone into an anti-nuptial contract, but we've all invested in the house together.
Hey, divorce rates are high these days, man. Just look at Brexit. But ultimately, I mean, Errol, this 8 million Australian US dollars, I see, and this BEE deal, it's paving the way for you to go forward with the Priska project, I understand, in the Northern Cape. Talk to me about the benefits of this project, not only for shareholders, but also for South Africa's economy. I mean, ultimately, the talk is about jobs. It's about jobs and jobs. So what benefits could we potentially see accrue from here?
Well, this is one of the few base metal development projects in this country. There isn't another copper zinc mine looking at developing in South Africa whatsoever. And what we've got now is a project that likely could be developing somewhere between $20 to $30 million a month of turnover.
Sure.
This is a very large turnover business. It's a very profitable business based on the scoping study that we released in December, and that's why we are very comfortable. Look, this isn't going to be one of those very labor-intensive businesses. That's why this mine stopped. You couldn't continue mining on a labor-intensive method without doing it dangerously.
Right, so how many jobs are we talking then?
We're probably speaking about creating 850 direct jobs. Indirectly, you're looking at that 7 to 8 or 9 multiplier. What we're very focused on is the general community participation in the business, and that's what we're very, very happy about. is these shareholders that we've secured now, our BE investors, they're actual from the local community, but they're successful mining business people and bankers and lawyers and people that know the business community, but they've established themselves already and can actually add value to the mine itself because they can do steel fabrication, plate work, civil engineering, all of those things. They've built big operating mines in South Africa already. So they are the ideal partners for us.
I mean, just last question. You should come back again. There's a lot more to discuss. How far does this empowerment go, though? And I asked, so you're mining mainly, is it zinc and copper there at that mine? The talk is about increasing the level of beneficiation that gets done here in South Africa. So talk to me about that.
Yeah, it's something close to my heart. We'd love to do beneficiation. And in fact, copper mining, Eskom. You know, over and over today, people ask me the question is, what would you change? And I'll just say one word, Eskom. We need power security. We need to know that there's uninterrupted security of power at affordable costs and competitive costs internationally. Then we can look at beneficiation. There is no zinc refinery in South Africa. There's only one copper refinery in South Africa. We'd love to add more to it, and we think we can. We're in a region that's got renewable energy, a wealth of renewable energy already established, and we believe that that is the success. Yeah.
Errol, the lifting of the suspension of your shares, when's that taking place?
No, that happened this morning.
We
came out of suspension on the announcement.
All right.